back. We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 as it'll be the Pioneers of Buenos Aires taking on the Huskies of Anchorage. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Levis going to the air right away. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high.
Levis in trouble. Down he goes. A.J. Epinesa just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Levis on third down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion.
And defensively here, it's hard to overlook the fact that this is an offense that's dead last in the NFL in rushing. So this back 7's going to be tested. Heck, might be more of a back 8. No doubt about that. And they surrender the catch here and the first down.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Cameron Hayward getting upfield to make the stop.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now Levis. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
And this was a little bit of the knock on him coming out of college. Sometimes the concentration could wander a bit. This should have been a big play, but somehow he's not able to corral it.
Levis back to throw. And this one is incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying, if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? A long one, and he can't connect. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Option left. Howell's going to run with it. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down. Now that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
He's going to have the first down and more than that. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? Oh, what the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on, because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
Back to throw, Howell. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Throwing here, Howell. Touchdown! Was shot right. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Pioneers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they were in field goal range the last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
1st and 10, it's Levis. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
A 1st down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. But you look at this defense. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's brought down. It's his 1st catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a 1st down. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. So a 1st interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now, and it's our home team with possession as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it. This is caught by Addison. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 27 yards there, a first down. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
19 tight.
Here's Levis. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick six.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll make the score 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Working from the gun, here's Levis. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Here's Bryce Baringer now. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Let's take it inside his own 40. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech, but I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
They'll go play action. Howell. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Howell. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
That's into the hands of Parkinson, the tight end. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Howell throwing on third down here. He'll get that complete to Parkinson. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps. And the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
11 yards on the pickup there.
That's another Anchorage. First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Levis sets up to throw here. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First down. First and 10 at the 30.
Levis out of the shotgun now. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. Throwing on second and long. Levis. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Now here's Levis now on third and long. Now a deep one for Johnston. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown! Quentin Johnston with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Huskies are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he'll get in for the 2 points, as that'll cut the lead down from 11 to 9. And so they run it in on the 2-point try. And it's so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Howell, he'll look to throw it.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Off-play action. It's Howell.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Vita Vea coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. They bring their punter out there now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. James now to return. Shifts by him. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now.
And Levis tosses his 3rd interception of the game. Kyler Gordon picks it off inside the 10.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play there. 49 yards.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
Give them maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On second down, Elliott once more. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
A third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Justin Reed. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. They keep it on the ground. White again. There he goes, right side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll go up the middle with White. 64 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Fights through and now a crease. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. And Howell will throw it. He's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun on 3rd down, Howell. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
Well, they got the turnover and were able to drive it down, Charles, but ultimately in the end, the defense holds up, and they only come away with the 3 points.
Yeah, they gave up a lot of ground, but when they had to, they settled in and prevented the interception from leading to 6 points. Because you never want to see turnovers turn into any type of points against you, but better to give up 3 than 6.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Tackled at the 25-yard line.
Ready?
It's a gain of 3.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Play action now. Levis. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps.